A very pleasant morning to everyone. I would like to welcome you all for the auspicious day of National Science Day. Let us start our today's program by invocation.
వినాయక నిను వినా బ్రోచుటకు వినాయక నిను వినా బ్రోచుటకు వేరెవరురా విఘ్నరాజ వినాయక సరసిరుహారు నాయుక చరణ సతతము శ్రిత జన సంకటహరణ పరమ కృప సాగరవర సుగుణ పాలిత జన గో పాలదాసనుట వినాయక నేను వినా బ్రోచుటకు వేరెవరురా విఘ్నరాజ వినాయక.
National Science Day is celebrated every year to commemorate the invention of Raman Effect by Sir C.V. Raman. For the year 2021, the theme is Future of STI, Science, Technology and Innovation. We have our students speaking about few great scientists who worked and contributed their work greatly to the field of science through innovation.
Curie is one of the most prominent scientists of all time. She was the first and only person to win two separate Nobel Prizes in two separate sciences. She pioneered radiation research and discovered two new elements, polonium and radium. When considering of famous women scientists, no other name can match up to that of Marie Curie, the Polish French scientist who became the first woman and so far the only woman to win Nobel Prize twice in two disciplines, physics and chemistry. School children in every country study about her achievements at one point or the other. Marie Curie was famous for her studies in radioactivity. Overexposure to radiation during her studies led to her death from leukemia at the age of 66.
Robert Koch. Robert Koch was a German physician and microbiologist. As one of the main founders of modern bacteriology, he identified the specific causative agents of tuberculosis, cholera and anthrax, and also gave experimental support for the concept of infectious disease, which included the experiment on humans and animals. Koch created and improved laboratory technologies and techniques in the field of microbiology and made key discoveries in public health for his research on tuberculosis. Koch received the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 1905. The Robert Koch Institute is named in his honor.
C.V. Raman. Chandrashekhara Venkata Raman was an Indian physicist known mainly for his work in the field of light. Scattering is the result of the Raman Effect. He received Nobel Prize for Physics in 1930.
Sir Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was born on January 4, 1643 in England. He was a physicist, astronomer, mathematician and a philosopher. He was the most famous for his three basic laws of gravity. He was one of the great minds of the 17th century scientific revolution. He also developed theories on white light, light particles and calculus. Today, these laws are known as Newton's laws of motion and describes the motion of all objects on the scale we experience in our daily lives. He died in 1727. Thank you.
Annamani was an Indian physicist and meteorologist. She was born on Pirumedu Travancore in 1918 in Kerala. She made significant contributions in the field of meteorological instrumentation. After graduating from the Presidency College, she worked under Professor C.V. Raman researching the optical properties of ruby and diamond. In 1987, she received the INSA K.R. Ramanathan Medal for her achievements. She passed away on August 16, 2001 in Thiruvananthapuram. Thank you.
Morning. We use science in each and every aspect of our daily life. It is an essential element in our life. Basic knowledge of science is mandatory for everyone as it makes our life easier and open our minds in many ways. As science is completely based on facts and experiments, it does not change with time. Basics always remains the same. Here are some scientific facts that gives us answers and solutions to many myths.
Myth: the deoxygenated blood is blue in color. Scientific fact: the veins sometimes are blue or green in color because we view them through a layer of skin, but the blood inside is in red color only. Myth: drinking 2 to 3 liters of water gives us good health. Scientific fact: the amount of water needed varies by person to person, depends on weight, diet, activity level, clothing and environment. Water does not need to be drink in pure form. It can also be in the form of juice, milk, tea, soup, etc.
Myths and facts. First one. Camels store water in their hump. It's just a myth. Fact. It is true that camels can survive several days without water, but not due to the water which is stored in their hump. Hump is only to store fatty tissues, not water. These tissues provide several days worth of energy as food is scarce in the desert. Second one, there are only 5 senses. It's just a myth. Fact. The principle of 5 basic senses is traced by Aristotle. If the sense is a way of brain to obtain information about the world, then more than 5 senses can be named. They are hunger, thirst, pain, and etc. as they tell us the information about body's state. It's just a myth. Fact. A bacteria causes gastritis and ulcers, not chilies. Chilies dilates the stomach's blood vessels and help to repair stomach's lining. Thank you.
Warm greetings everyone. Firstly, I would like to wish you all a very happy National Science Day. And as you would expect, I am here to talk about science and the importance of it in our everyday lives. Science is the field of study concerned about discovering and describing the world around us by observing and experimenting. The National Science Day is celebrated every year on the 28th of February with great enthusiasm to commemorate the discovery of the Raman Effect by the Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman on the 28th of February in the year 1928. The 21st century is the science age. Modern science has discovered different types of wonders. It has enlarged our comforts and has given humans powers that were only for God. As some people say, truly, science has given eyes to the blind, ears to the deaf, and limbs to the crippled. Science has given us artificial wings that we cannot get naturally. Science plays a very important role in our lives. It has made our lives easier and more comfortable. Science is nothing but a systematic way of knowledge and living. Man's behavior of inquiring, alertness, and observation of changes in natural happenings has given birth to science and scientific study. Science has developed, discovered, and invented different media of swift communication that are very useful in our everyday life. Time and distance have been conquered, and traveling has now become a pleasure. Trains and railways are being used for travel and transport, and man can literally fly like a bird nowadays. The globe shrank and the world now looks like a small family. Everything that the modern man uses had been brought to this world through the knowledge of science and its applications. Scientists have invented innumerable things, for instance, a light bulb, a clock, a calculator, and so on and so forth. And none of this was a miracle of any invisible force. It was all possible only through the incredible force of man's observation of simple events in nature that are often left unnoticed. Boiling water in a kettle gave us the idea of a cold railway engine. Apples falling down from a tree helped Newton to discover a new law of gravity. Electricity is perhaps the greatest invention of man. It serves us in hundreds and thousands of ways. It helps us run our mills, factories, and houses. It provides lighting to our houses and entertains us through cinema, TV and radio. It washes and irons our clothes. It cools and keeps our houses warm. Modern life is impossible without electricity.
The greatest inventions of science are in the field of medicine and surgery. Diseases that are once considered a threat to the humankind are now absolutely curable. It has certainly increased the survival rate of human beings. The science has invented a number of wonderful drugs which are used for pain healing. X-ray and body scanning machines are the windows through which we could get a peek into the human body. Major operations can be performed and broken limbs can be set right without the patient feeling any pain. Different body parts can be replaced by artificial parts. In its broadest meaning of knowledge, science enters the lives of even the most primitive human being who knows the safe from the poisonous apple and who has stored up some rudimentary ideas about building a hut, sharpening a spear and fishing in the river. It is these accomplishments or experiences that differentiated man from animals who only rely on instincts. Science has metamorphosed the mode of our life. It stepped up the speed of our life, widened the range of our curiosity, and increased the ways of utilizing our leisure. It is these accomplishments of science that has gifted us with comforts which are undreamt by our forefathers and has taken a lot of burden off our shoulders. Science has no country because knowledge belongs to humanity. It is a torch that will illuminate the world. Before taking your leave, we would like to tell you one thing. We, the students, are considered as the leaders for our future and a new hope is seen in us for a better tomorrow. And a big part of our progress in the future lies in the advancement of science. By now, all of us would have learned about how science helped us to survive and to thrive in this world of ours. So, we hope that from now on, we would work on broadening our horizons in science and make use of our scientific knowledge and potential to make our lives better. As it is said that science is the best idea humans had ever had. The more who embrace it, the better. So let us embrace this idea and try to make a difference in our world. Thank you.
They are strong, they are synchronous, they have a shiny outfit and a lot of martial art tricks up their sleeve. Let us watch a beautiful dance performance with a melodious music.
I'm here with a very new and a unique topic. First of all, let us know the meaning of the word ethics. Ethics are a set of obligations that define right and wrong in our practices and decisions. Being a student myself, there are a few ethics to be followed by all of us. This includes autonomy. In the goal of autonomy, it is important that each one of us recognize the need for students to become increasingly independent. Secondly, with the increased sense of autonomy, we must also prevent harm. However, avoiding harm is not an end in itself. We should also make efforts to do good whenever possible. In science, as in all other subjects, there are a few ethics to be followed. Scientific ethics calls for honesty and integrity in all stages of life. Ethics in science concerns itself with the relationship between general moral obligations and the problem of generating and applying scientific knowledge. Likewise, every student should make sure that their morality is reflected in their scientific endeavors. Scientific researchers try to see things as they really are. They avoid being biased by the results they expect or hope to get. In the same way, students should also try to work as hard as they can and never let the failures to take away the curiosity for learning new things. A number of ethical decisions might be influenced by scientific knowledge. One such thing is that, having known the consequences of driving vehicles that burn gasoline, people might alter their practices. Fidelity is reflected in our commitment to professionalism, confidentiality, and the knowledge of our abilities and limitations. It is imperative that all the students must consider fidelity as an integral part of their scientific work ethics. Science has changed the way how we live and what we believe. By making life easier, science has given the man a chance to pursue societal concerns such as ethics, education, and also to improve human conditions. As it is said, the whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking, and so let us all try to see the things beyond the obvious in the field of science. Thank you.
Hi, I am Sabilash Paul of class 7D, and today I am going to be showing you how you can make your own laser microscope projector at home. This projector microscope can be used to view microorganisms and molecules present in any kind of liquid such as water. Normally, if we want to view such stuff, we need to use the conventional microscopes used in laboratories, which are both expensive and not available for us. But today, we are going to be making this microscope, which is going to be costing less than 100 rupees, and you could make this with all the household supplies which are available at your home. So let's start making it.
learn how to make rubber band powered gun. So, the materials required for rubber band powered gun are colorful sheets, tape, glue gun, glue bottle, some rubber bands, scissors, a stick, ruler and a pen. Now let's start how to make it. So I am taking a colorful sheet for rolling it with the help of stick. So let's Now I am going to take another sheet. Now I am going to stick this also with tape. Now we should mark 2 centimeters.
we need balloons, straws, tape, glue drops and bottle. Take 2 equal straws and cut them as shown. Now attach those 2 straws and fix another straw to them as shown. Fix the straw using a tape as shown. Now cut the 2 balloons as shown. Now attach the balloons using a tape. Now insert a hole for the tap. Now insert the balloons into the bottle as shown. Now seal the bottom using a tape. Now blow air into the straw through your mouth. Now our model is ready.
Hello everyone, this is Amish of class 9th. So today I am going to tell you how to make an electrical cockroach with some metal wires, cardboard and some electrical equipments. So without wasting any time, let's get started. The things we want is a cardboard, just plain, pair of scissors, a plier, metal strings, a DC motor, 9 volts battery with the connector. So to take the cardboard and draw a picture of in this shape like a snowman, and you have to cut it off. Cut it off with a pair of scissors. So now we have worked with metal strings. Take the metal sticks and apply. You have to take the 3 strings of same length of this size. Now the measurement you can take is to 20 centimeters. Take the strings and we have to make it like this. I'll show you how to make it. So first we have to take same as it. You have to bend this like this, and then bend it like this. So here you have one, and let's do the other the same. And take the measurement, and you have to do the same size. Okay, so like this I have done one, and another I have done. So one I have maken 3. One more also I have of it. For front and back legs, you have to bend it like this. As it is like this, you have to bend it like this so it can be stable. And same you have to do for the another one. So that's all for this experiment, guys. Thank you so much.
Good morning to all. We, the students of class 8, are presenting a model of agriculture practices that are carried out by a farmer to grow crops.
The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in the agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing. It is done by using plough. Plough are made up of wood or iron.
Sowing is an important part of crop production. Before sowing, good quality, clean and healthy seeds are selected. Farmers prefer to use seeds which give high yield. Thank you.
The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizer.
Manure is an organic substance obtained from the plant or animal waste. Fertilizers are chemical substances which are rich in a particular nutrient.
The supply of water to crops at regular intervals are called irrigation.
Now I am going to tell about drip system. It is a modern type of cultivation. In this system, water falls drop by drop near the roots, so it is called drip system. It is the best technique to watering plants, trees and vegetables.
Now I will tell about chain pump. Chain pump is a traditional method of irrigation. It has several circular discs which are positioned on an endless chain. Chain pumps were used for centuries in the ancient Middle East, Europe and China.
Hello everyone, today I am going to tell about the topic protecting from weeds. Protecting from weeds is the fifth step in agriculture practice. The undesirable plant that naturally grows along with the crops are called weeds.
Spraying weedicides. The removal of weeds is called weeding. The weedicides are sprayed in the fields to kill the weeds along with the unwanted plants. Thank you.
Storage of grains is the final step in agriculture practices. Farmers store grains in jute bags or metallic bins. Proper storage of grains is necessary to protect them from pests and microorganisms.
Good morning to everyone. I am S. Mohammad Muzakir of class 8th B. Today I am going to tell about how to make a water pump in home. So let's start. To make this, you will need a small DC motor, a EW battery, a battery connector, 10 ml Vicks vapor box, a switch, a small plastic box, few wires and a pipe, Fevikwik and a small plastic fan. Take the empty box of the Vicks and put a hole in between the bottom part of the Vicks and attach the DC motor like this. Put a hole in the upper part of the Vicks box to fix the pipe in it and attach the pipe using Fevikwik. Attach the fan to the motor which is inside the Vicks box like this. Now join the box and put a hole in between the box to attach the pipe like this. Use Fevikwik or any other glue you want and attach the pipe to the box. Now take the battery connector and join its one end of the black wire to the motor which we have used to make our water pump, and join the other end of the red wire of the battery connector to the switch, and then take a small piece of wire and join its one end to the DC motor and next end to the switch. Take the battery and attach it to the plastic box using Fevikwik, and then on the battery attach the motor, and to the left side of the battery attach our switch. Put a hole to the little right of the box and input the pipe inside the box and put full of water inside it. And that's all friends, our water pump is ready. Let's check it out. Thank you.
Warm greetings to our most honorable management, worthy teachers, parents and my dear friends. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks speech and acknowledge the contribution of those who really worked hard to make this National Science Day event happen. On this day, we show a great dignity and respect towards the great physicists to mark their discovery. Every year, the National Science Day focuses on a particular theme. This includes a public speech, science exhibition, lectures, themes and concepts and much more science related activities. The main objective of this day is not only to bring the awareness of the people about inventions but also to show the importance of scientific applications. I thank all the great inventions and innovations of great physicists, our teachers who guided the children, last but not the least, all the BB Reddy School students who made this event happen as a celebration of National Science Day. Thank you.